All right, y'all. We're back with another installation on our reviews for the soon-to-be peak anime, Solo Leveling. We're on episode 2. This is pretty much right at the start. Obviously, the start at the challenges that Gino's gonna have to make and things that he's gonna have to go through to become, who he is in the opening song. Right now, there will be spoilers. There's going to be spoilers because I really do enjoy this, and I kind of want to give a little bit of insight into the next episode. Not too much, but just kind of explain things that happen at the end of this one and how things are going to start in the next one. Right now, Ginu is looking at everybody because he's been around death so much. He's able to figure out what it is. He's able to look at things. He's like how Deku has that superhero book or that villain book where he has everybody's information on season 1. It's kind of like that. He's been in death, so he's recognized, he's looking at all the telltale signs of, different dangers that they're going to come in contact with. Because I think as of right now, like 4 people have already died from their group. And this is here, they're just talking about the gates. I'm going to be honest with you, y'all. I'm somebody that if I really like an anime, the very first episode, I'll watch the opening, and I'll watch the opening again until the last 2 episodes, just to give myself a kind of hype going into the last episode, especially if I like the show. And I'm gonna be honest, there's probably a minority of people. I don't like the opening song. I don't like the opening song at all. It's not really good to me, like at all. I think it's kind of boring. But the ending. Now that song is fire. Will I listen to it every time? No, I won't listen to it every time. But the opening, I'm not really a fan of. I'm just not really a fan of it. I don't know exactly what they were trying to go and do with that. All right, and then we're back. As you can see, there's Gina and her friend that was also at the same exact test that Jean Ho was at. So she, it's not really a spoiler because she doesn't really matter a lot, but they're probably going to do the show a little bit differently. She's a D rank hunter, and Jean Ho, I think, was a C rank, or he might have been a D rank as well. He might be a C rank, but people still respect him because he's rich. Anyways, back to here. We did get to see Jinu's mom in this episode, which I thought was pretty cool because in the comic, she was a lot more pretty than she should have been. She's a sick woman. She has that eternal sleep disease, and she was pretty as heck. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. They actually made her look old and sick in this one, which is good. And as you can see, this dude didn't put his shoes in sports mode. He should have been wearing Crocs. Anyways, a lot of these people, this episode is quite literally about selfishness and being a hypocrite. It literally is. It's about being a hypocrite, and I mean every character as a hypocrite. Maybe not Sohee, because she kind of didn't even want to come down here in the first place, and she's very selfless. But I think her being a healer, that attribute that she had, is the reason for that. Anyways, even Mr. Song here, he's selfish, but he ended up changing, to a selfless person. He was willing to sacrifice himself. Now, why I say that, he was originally, before becoming a mage, he was a swordsman. He was literally a swordsman. That was his thing. He was a I don't know what they call it in Korea. I don't know if it's kendo as well, but a different type of way. But his martial arts was a swordsman. So him saying, "Oh, let's go in here, let's do this, blah blah blah." Yes, it's his fault, but him switching, saying, "Hey, I'm gonna let y'all kill me instead because it's my fault that we're down here." That's very mage of him. He's accepted being a mage. Again, seeing the statue of God, seeing how he moves and stuff, and Ginu figured these things out, just goes to show that he was already a smart dude. He literally had to do all of what he's doing because he had no choice. His dad has been missing for 5 years now, 10, maybe even 10 years. He was the man of the house for a long time. Then his mom got sick because of mana. And if we're being honest with you, you can blame Genu for that. You can blame his dad for that. Not to say it's like a bad thing, but Genu and his dad had mana. And the people that get the eternal sleep disease or eternal sleep syndrome is because they've been around people with mana. Too much mana for that matter. Genu's dad, I believe, was like an A rank hunter or a B rank hunter, but he was a beast. And then you got Genu, who's an E rank, and that doesn't do much. But you're raising this kid for the last 10 years since these gates and stuff have opened. I think Genu was probably 16. Not even. He was either 16 or 15 when he got magic. His dad disappeared 3 years after that, and he has literally been the man of the house, putting himself in danger to do this. So him being able to figure out what the heck is going on, what needs to be done, that man has always been smart, street savvy, and I really do appreciate that now, because when I read the novel and I read the manhwa, I'm like, how the heck is this man Genu just thinking of this stuff? Like, it doesn't really explain it. He's always injured. He's always almost dying. It doesn't make any sense because this man has seen it so many times. Oh, snap. And then here you got this part. Statue of God is looking at these people like, you idiots. I'm not a Christian God. You're praying to me like you're a Christian. I'm not even from this world. And he just smushes this man, bro. This dude was like, I know how to praise God. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. They're not the same gods. You do not pray to the same gods the exact same way. You just don't. And now you got turned into red oatmeal. Like, that's crazy. But again, seeing the fear and stuff, because when you're reading the comic, you see these people and they have these faces, but you can't hear any voices. Then you got the novel. They don't really talk. Well, he does when it matters, but up here it was like it doesn't really feel the same because he does Genu's voice so well. He does President Gold's voice so well. Gina, I'm like, how the heck he has like the perfect cadence for male and female voices, and I feel like people should listen to the audiobooks for Solo Leveling. But again, this show is fire. All right, and now we're back. We're gonna let it get focused a little bit, and we're gonna just talk about this. This is where Genu starts to take a lot of damage. First off, Genu's already almost died in the opening of this dungeon. Now he's here. He's almost there. He's almost to salvation, where he doesn't have to die. In the comic, they show Genu was missing an arm. He had a broken leg, and then he had one of his legs completely smashed and gone. Same thing kind of happened here, except the arm didn't fall off until a little bit later, and his leg didn't get broken. It was literally stomped off. And actually, he got his leg stomped, and his leg was broken. But that from the ankle down, a shield. Somebody got a shield and smashed his leg in half, bro. That is crazy. That's crazy as heck. Like, that's like getting a twisted ankle and I'm like never recovering. Like, you just walking in pain forever. And again, you see them, because every hunter has limitations, bro. You see them, like, Genu is not fast. She's not strong. Sohee is not fast. She's not strong. Her healing is okay, but she's already used a lot of her healing on Genu. And even though she's a B rank hunter, she's in distress, so her mana circulation is not working well. I don't think they have really like a power system like that, but she ran out of mana. That's why her eyes started bleeding. That's why she coughed up blood, because it's taking a lot out of her. She doesn't train to do it. She doesn't go to B rank dungeons because she's scared of this. Just because you're strong does not mean you're going to be okay with doing this. This is like, I don't know, just like being a firefighter and you didn't go through training, basically. In almost every group of hunters that go into dungeons, it's at least 10 a lot of the time, sometimes 7. But that's if you know, a higher rank going in a lower rank. But again, this junk is crazy. This swordsman right here, he was crying. He was crying earlier. That song, This dude, his friend got sliced in half. The one that just had a baby. Him and his wife have a baby on the way. He's crying. He's like, I just wanted to go home to my family. Again, I'm not faulting anybody for being a hypocrite in this show. They're all low ranks. They are. They was like, this double dungeon is either a A or a S rank. It's not even either one of those. I can't get into that because it's spoilers, but this ain't a regular dungeon, bruh. And as you'll see at the end of the episode, this is not a regular dungeon. But then you got normal people who got powers and who stay doing these easy ones, like these two right here. They're scared, bruh. They're helping Genu with no issue, but when the time comes, it gets scary. And Genu kind of looked at everything and saw that it's kind of like that game mode in Lethal Company, where you fight against the coil heads. I don't play the game. I don't know what the heck it is, but I do understand the ceramic angel, where you look at it and you look away and the angel gets closer and closer and closer until it kills you, basically. That's kind of what this is, but there's more. And then they switch scenes because you want the climax to be better, but we finally get to see Gina going to go meet their mom in the hospital. She comes every day. A lot of people in the Hunters Association was so confused why Genu, who was a hunter, who's doing this dangerous work, even though he's weak as heck, they don't take care of him. They don't. Dude broke his phone. They took forever to get him another phone. His mom's been in the hospital. She getting like grade 2 mana stones to keep her alive. In the Hunters Association, it doesn't matter what rank you are. It does, but in the sense of healthcare, you're supposed to get everything. Everything is supposed to be free. Genu has cleared a bunch of dungeons with other people. Even though he doesn't make a lot of money, they still have rights as hunters. And they're first class citizens too. So Genu can work any physical labor job in the regular human world and be the richest one. But because he knows that the money is not going to be the same, he doesn't want to work it. It's kind of the same like what goes on in my family. We are raised hustlers. We're raised get up and go get it. Well, we need some of us rather need the money right then and there. And it causes issues with you struggling with, an addiction to money. Even if you don't see it as that's what it is. And basically, you're looking at these people. Everybody's hunters. Everybody's strong in their own right in weaker dungeons. They've been in here for 7 days. The other hunters, the other S-rank hunters around Korea, they're not coming here to help them unless the money is right. And this is a measly old weak D-rank dungeon. So why would a S-rank hunter send any of their hunters to come help them? And if we're being quite honest, I don't care what S-rank you are, unless you're some of the ones in America, China, and even the ones that's in Japan. Those three specifically, because there's multiple S-ranks over there, but the ones that, are the pinnacle of human beings, I think they would probably be able to stop this dungeon. But if this brute force don't work against them for real, unless you have a higher power. But again, you see all these people that want to come in. The people that are still alive right now are the ones that voted, yes, I want to go in. I see that, and I just kind of see like this is just human nature. You want more, but then when the going gets tough, a majority of people are going to say, never mind, I never even wanted this in the first place. And they start blaming other people. And that's just how it is. You got all these people that, we want to come in here and get monetary gain. But because Genu is weak, they think it's okay for him to sacrifice himself. So Mr. Kim got mad at Mr. Song and was like, this is your fault. You voted yes, bruh. You and your friend that's already dead voted yes. So you can't blame Song. Yes, he's the leader. He could have said, never mind, we should just let somebody else get it. But all of y'all said, except for half, literally said, well, we don't want those other hunters to come in here and get all the money. They would have died too. They actually probably would have died quicker because Genu was the one that helped y'all through this. But yeah, man, this show, it's going to be really good. I feel like when people said the first 2 episodes were really nice and stuff, and people really enjoyed them, I can see that, because this is very comic book accurate. So seeing all this stuff happen and having a little bit more detail, even further than some parts in the book, it's cool. It's cool to see all that. Now, I want to stop now so that we can get into some spoilers. I'll say a little bit more about the show, and then we're going to talk about what next episode is going to be like, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I'll give y'all a couple minutes, probably like the next minute and a half. I'll put a timestamp in there too, to let you all know exactly when we're going to get into it. So I'll talk to y'all in like 2 minutes. Okay, did that clear the room? All right, we're at the end of the episode. We are now in spoiler territory. If you do not want to be spoiled, please leave now. I hope you enjoyed the video. God bless you. Now, let's get into it. We see Genu right now getting mollywopped. Man, I'm not gonna lie, they did him so much more dirty than they did in the comic. Okay, so Genu dies here. This is his first death. He does die. He wasn't expecting none of this. He thought he was gonna get out. He didn't. So he's getting mollywopped right now. As we all can see, we all see him getting absolutely trounced. He's getting third partied. He's getting fourth partied. So after Genu's here, he's complaining and stuff because of decisions that he made, and everybody else is a hypocrite except for the two that left at the last, Mr. Song and Sohee. Like, they're not hypocrites. Song wanted to stay and let Genu live, but she couldn't walk because her legs is whatever, so he knocked her out because he is a trained martial artist and got her out of there. So Genu was like, I'll just stay, whatever. Genu doesn't know anything, y'all. He doesn't know anything. This isn't just some, this is my second time regressing, I'm gonna be the strongest mage at level 1. This ain't that. Genu really thought he was getting out of here. He's getting beat up pretty badly. On top of that, he doesn't want to die, as any normal person wouldn't want to die. And he's been near death his entire time as a hunter, especially after his dad was gone and he had to step up and start paying the bills. And then he just gets, some would call luck. It's not luck. It's not luck, bruh. We're talking spoilers now. Genu dies. He's gonna wake up tomorrow in episode 3, and we're gonna see him have a new body. He's gonna have, because he's also somebody that had a stunted growth, because his dad is very swole. Like, he's got muscles and stuff, bro. He was a firefighter before, and Genu comes back to life. They ask him all these questions because he's going to be in the hospital next time we see him. Unless they do some more explaining to him changing into becoming a player. Obviously, they show that he's a player now. But if they don't show that, he's going to wake up in the hospital next episode. And then he's going to see a little window. He's going to be handsome. He's going to be taller. He's going to be slightly more muscular. And then, because he didn't get up in enough time to do his missions, he's gonna get sent to the penalty zone because he didn't believe, this can't be real, this gotta be a dream too. And it's not a dream, bruh. You're finna go through hell. So he gets sent to this sandy place, and it's basically Korea in the future if everything goes wrong, and these giant centipede monsters chase him. And when they're chasing him, they're trying to kill him, obviously, but he does end up doing the run, and he has to survive for 10 minutes, I believe. And when he survives those 10 minutes, he gets sent back to his regular place. He takes his shirt off. The nurse looks at him. She's like, "Oh, Genu, you're so fine now. You're so beautiful." And that's going to be the start of next episode. After that, we're probably going to see him go home, see his sister. They're going to ask him, I think President Wu, well, sorry, he ain't even president yet. That's a spoiler too. Wu is going to come and he's going to talk about all the stuff, saying, "Hey, we need to get you new rank." And that's going to be the start of episode 3. Hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you have a good rest of the day. I'm sorry I couldn't put this out on Sunday. The snow came in crazy and I had to get stuff situated. But I hope you all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace.
See what you've done? I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. But you may want to start changing your ways. Or changing your name.